Okay, so we're going to start off today with our math lesson by reading a story that I have for you guys, inch by inch. So if you need to turn this way a little bit, just so you can see. Inch by Inch by Leo Leoni. One day, a hungry robin saw an inchworm, green as an emerald, sitting on a twig. He was about to gobble him up. Don't eat me. I'm an inchworm. I'm useful. I measure things. Is that so? Said the robin. Then measure my tail. That's easy, said the inchworm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. Do you see where the inchworm is? Measuring the tail?
It's smaller than the bird's tail, that's why they said. Oh, that's what inchworms do. So it's 5 inchworms long.
5 inchworms long? Let's see. Just think, said the robin. My tail is 5 inches long. And with the inchworm, he flew to where other birds needed to be measured. The inchworm measured the neck of the flamingo. He measured the toucan's beak. The legs of the heron.
I know that.
The tail of the pheasant.
What's a pheasant?
It's a kind of bird. And the whole hummingbird. Do you think it took him long to measure the hummingbird?
No. Probably it was just one,
1 or 2?
pretty sure it's
3. One morning, the nightingale met the inchworm. Measure my song, said the nightingale. But how can I do that, said the inchworm. I measure things, not songs. Measure my song or I'll eat you for breakfast, said the nightingale. The inchworm had an idea. I'll try, he said. Go ahead and sing. Let's see what he does. The nightingale sang and the inchworm measured away. He measured and measured. Do you see where he is?
I knew it.
Inch by inch.
Right there.
See where he is?
I knew he was there.
He's right there.
Right
there.
I see him.
Until he inched
He's
out
right there.
of sight.
Where's the bird at?
The end.
Oh
Now, who can raise a hand and tell me what the inchworm was doing? Caitlin?
He was getting away from the bird so he wouldn't get eaten.
What was the bird doing in the whole story?
Measuring.
Madeline?
The bird was
The inchworm. I'm sorry, the inchworm.
He was measuring things, but whenever he got to that last bird, he didn't know how to measure, so when she was singing, he inched away.
That's right. So Madeline said what the inchworm was doing was measuring things. So today what we're going to be doing is measuring length. Does anyone know what it means when we measure length? What does it mean when you measure length, Grady?
Measuring things. It means you measure what you're measuring.
Yeah, so measuring length is finding out how long. Length is how long.
How long something is.
Good. How long something is.
Something is. What if how long? How
something is from end to end. From one end to another. We're figuring out how long it is.
One end to another. I wish I had bit intro so you can know
how long something is from end to end. But today we're not just going to be measuring length. We're going to be doing something called estimating. Does anyone know what estimate means? What does estimate mean, Brayden?
Say if you can't get the exact length, you'd guess what it is.
Guess. Yeah, so estimating is like making an educated guess. Remember when we made predictions?
Like scientists.
Yeah, so when you estimate, we're going to write this definition too. When you estimate, go. You're using what you know to do what?
Predict.
To predict or to make a
Prediction.
guess. Using what you know to guess. Now, is this a silly, crazy guess, or is this an educated guess? An educated guess. Okay. So, I have these little rulers that I made for you guys. So each of you are going to get one. So, put your hand on your head if you've seen a ruler before. Everyone. So, at the top, you'll see the unit of length is inches. And I highlighted here on mine, 1 inch is in pink. Who knows what an inch is? Can you define an inch for me? What do you think, Brian? It's kind of tricky. An inch could be something like about the length of this paper clip, right? Would you say? Everyone look. Would you say that this paper clip is about an inch?
Yeah. It's 1 inch.
Yeah,
It's
about
an inch and a half.
And then centimeters, you'll see you have 30 total. You start from 1 to 30 centimeters. And centimeters are about the length of your pinky finger, the width of your pinky. See? It's about the width of your pinky finger.
Pinky finger.
So, when you measure, if I'm measuring something, am I gonna hold it far away from it? Am I gonna squint and eyeball it like that? No. What do you do when you measure? Caitlin?
You put the ruler and whatever you measure, you put it right in front.
Yeah, you have to be
somewhere
precise.
beside the thing.
Yes, you have to be precise. Everyone say that word with me.
Precise.
Who can tell me why it's important to be precise?
I don't know. What's precise?
Precise is when you're very careful. You use a lot of detail. Brian, why is it important to be precise?
So you know, I mess up. So like, say that I have a ruler and a paper clip, and I'm moving my hands around. I will like mess up, and I don't remember
Like
what
art?
I will.
So you get the right data. We're going to be yes, exactly.
Data.
We're going to be measuring and estimating today, and you're going to be recording data, okay? So, I am going to release you to go back to your tables. As I dismiss you, I want you to come get a worksheet from me, and then I'm going to come around and pass out 1 gummy worm to each of you. And at the top of this worksheet, it says estimate the regular gummy worm in centimeters and inches. So right now, you're just gonna look at the gummy worm. I'm not giving you the ruler yet because I want you to estimate. And what do you do when you estimate again?
You use what you know to guess.
To make what kind of guess?
Educated.
An educated guess. So you're gonna look at the gummy worm and you're going to estimate how long you think it is in centimeters and inches. And remember we said an inch was about the length of a paper clip, and a centimeter is about the width of what?
Pinky.
Your pinky, good. So I want you to go back to your table with this worksheet, get out a pencil, and I will come out and pass the gummy worms out to you.
Go to an end.
No, you cannot eat it until the very end. If you play with your gummy worm, I will take it away from you.
We can't eat it.
I knew it.
Let's get me one. I think it will be so many people.
Just behind, but.
So first, stretch the gummy worm as far as you can without it breaking. So you have to be very gentle.
So it's
Don't break it.
estimate.
Don't break it. So you're going to stretch it. Do you see how I'm stretching it, but I'm being very careful?
Yes.
Stretch it as far as you can without it breaking, being very gentle. And then you're going to set it back down with your regular gummy worm and then estimate the length of the stretched one. Hold on. Give me a thumbs up if you heard my instructions. Okay. You know what to do. Okay.
Marissa, this is like our camp fletcher thing. They put like lots of good stuff in front of us.
Okay, so do not touch your gummy worm. Go ahead and make your Once we're done, we can eat them. If we show something, that's fine. You don't have Not yet. Okay, you need to pick up Thank you. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you have made your estimates. Okay, I'm now going to give you your second gummy worm. Now you need to be very careful and use self-control when stretching it.
I want this Good job, I like how Noah and Grady are stretching their gummy worms. Looking at
come around and give you your rulers so you can measure both the regular gummy worm and the stretched gummy worm. And then record at the bottom what you got, okay? At the bottom, you'll see it says, what is the difference in length between the regular and stretched gummy worm? Explain and draw a picture. So once you've measured and recorded your answer, I want you to answer that question for me. And then we're going to talk about it.
After this, we need to go to work.
I will tell you if you need the gummy worms.
What's 3? How much is it?
Alright, so you should be You should be answering the question at the bottom of your handout that says, what is the difference in length between the regular and the stretched gummy worm? Explain and draw a picture.
What do we do?
So you're going to draw a picture at the bottom. I need you to turn your voices off so you can listen to directions, please. The question at the bottom says, what is the difference in length between the regular and the stretched gummy worm? So you're going to take the length of the regular and the stretched and find the difference between the two. Okay? So if your stretched gummy worm, you're going to use inches. If your stretched gummy worm was 6 inches and the regular was 4, what's the difference between that?
The longer one was 2 inches or 2 long.
What's the difference between 4 and 6?
That 6 is more and 4 is less.
4 plus 2 is 6.
What is the difference? 4 and 6.
It's
It's 2. 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. So you're finding the difference between your 2 gummy worms.
Yeah, 2.
And you're going to draw a picture to explain your answer.
I'm explaining my answer. 3, it's 12. And 6.
Who wants to raise their hand and tell me what the difference in their gummy worms was? Grady. 2 inches? Brian, what was the difference in your gummy worms?
My regular gummy worm was 1 centimeter and 2 inches. My stretched gummy worm was 2 centimeters and 6 inches.
What's the difference in inches?
It's 4.
4. Good.
Like 2 or 4.
Caitlin?
My regular gummy worm was 3 centimeters and 2.5 inches. And my stretched gummy worm was 8 centimeters and 2.4 inches.
So what did you give us the difference?
Is that the stretched gummy worm is inches, and the regular gummy worm 5, 6, 7 inches.
So what's the difference between those?
They both have different inches and centimeters.
What's the difference in inches between the two if you subtract?
If you subtract 2 from 5, you get 3.
Good.
If you subtract 2 from 4, 2.
Good. So, how many stretched gummy worms do you think it would take to fill up your ruler in inches?
Oh, about 10.
All these gummy worms. 5.
You think it would take 5?
Yeah.
It'll take about
600.
How many regular gummy worms do you think it would take?
4.
What? You think 4? You think less?
Except the whole ruler.
6. 6? Okay, now let me ask you, why is this number different? Why would it take more regular gummy worms? Bryant?
Because this one's like stretched.
Stretch?
Like,
What do you think, Brady? Okay, Madeline, what do you think? It covers more length. Good. 5 gummy worms?
Yes.
Okay. So, everyone freeze. Stop touching your gummy worms. Turn your eyes on me. Who can tell me what we learned today about measuring and estimation? Noah.
Gummy worms.
That's not what we learned. That's a tool that we use to help measure and estimate.
Oh, you learned about
Asa.
inches and
we learned about inches and centimeters.
How to measure in inches and centimeters. Good. Brian.
We learned that we can like, if you want, that even you can use a ruler for centimeters. If we learned that we can use our pinky instead of using a ruler for centimeters, we can use our pinky because you said that pinky was
Good. So we learned how to measure something. So how long something is from end to end. Using what we know, making an educated what?
Yes.
An educated guess. What is it called when we make an educated guess? You
Estimate.
Use what you know to guess.
So what did we estimate today, guys?
We
estimated the length. We estimated the length of our gummy worms. Okay. If you are not finished with your handout, I need you to finish it. I'm going to come around and make sure that you have it filled out, and if you are, then you may eat your gummy worms.
Watch this. Watch this. What do you mean, Miss? We'll have to go with you.